The reason being that we came here to learn some arts and its skills about Aikido. Aikido is a form of martial arts. And so I have an expert here who is going to tell me a bit of the acts and why it is necessary for building the body, soul, and the mind as well. And then keeping fit. And besides that, being abreast with your environment. My name is Diana Lord-Enforcing. Today in our feature, we bring you Aikido. It's a form of martial arts. So I have this gentleman here to tell us about what Aikido is about. This is my first time of hearing Aikido. You mention your name to us, and then you tell us what Aikido is briefly, and where it emanates. It's emanated from, or where it emanates from.
Right. My name is Solomon, and I practice Aikido. Aikido is an art, and it's, as you know, most of these martial arts come from Japan, and it's an art that is quite different from other arts. We have karate, judo, taekwondo, which we all know are quite popular in this country. What sets Aikido from the other martial arts is the philosophy behind Aikido. Most martial arts are centered on winning. When you meet an opponent, the aim was to cut him down and kill him in the first instance. Aikido's philosophy is that we can do this, but we should move to a better point or a better channel. Why don't we do things a different way? Still being effective as a martial art with strikes, with throws, with blocks, but trying to take people in a different direction in terms of peace. That's what the whole idea of Aikido. Aikido also is quite popular in Asia since it comes from there, in Jew. In Africa, it has a scene. In Ghana in particular, not so common. But yeah, the dream is that one day it would become popular here.
Okay. Since you are here, we are not afraid at all. Solomon, so basically, what are some of the benefits that you get from Aikido? Because some might know of martial arts and the rest of the arts, but then Aikido to me is new, and it might be new to other people. So what are some of the benefits, physical benefits, mental benefits that you have from Aikido? And how is it different from other martial arts?
Okay, first of all, I would like to start with the difference in other arts, just to set us beginning to explain. The difference with other arts, as I said earlier, Aikido is not an art to kill or to win. Most arts focus on just destroying the opponent. You know, if you have somebody coming to fight you, you are not trying to be nice with the person. Aikido gives the effectiveness of these other arts, martial arts, but it gives the opportunity to spare the life. Now, what does this do to a human being? It teaches you how to be compassionate. It gives you a certain moral and compassion, because we live in a world where there's so much violence and everybody has an ego thing. In my personal experience, Aikido has actually taken a lot of ego and violence from me. I've never fought before, and I don't plan on doing that. But at least I know in my mind, and I know that through training, I am well equipped. But the philosophy doesn't allow me to want to engage in this kind of act. When you come to
what if somebody wants to kill you?
When you want to kill me, Aikido is a sword art. As you can see, you're using a lot of weapons. So it came from the samurai background of battlefield, cut of cut. So this is the same philosophy I use, but with a certain forgiveness in it. Other benefits, of course, when you do something physical, you must see some changes. So you would have good health, longevity, flexibility. You get to watch your diet. Martial arts is not about going to the gym and going home. It's a way of life. When you look at the word Aikido,
so you do it frequently,
yes,
regularly,
it's
always.
A way of life. It's a way
so
of
you,
life.
you die.
Till you die. It's like a contract. And if you listen to the name, you hear something that's very common. You hear Aikido, Taekwondo, Judo. All these martial arts have do at the end, and do represent a way of life. So this is what is different. Thirdly, morally, on the moral side, you know that I'm wearing this. This is like a skirt. This is called a hakama. It's used for riding horses.
Okay, the outfit.
It's a kimono, a gi.
Kimono, okay.
Now I want to.
But I'm not having some, so you see me, I'm wearing and jeans, trousers.
Well, when you come to the building, we could always change to that. Now I want to focus on something.
Can women do it?
Women are actually the best when it comes to martial arts, because women do not really focus on so much power. They look at technique more.
Okay.
When you come to martial arts is a science. So it's more of David can defeat Goliath. If you're trying to do martial arts, you must have this understanding. It's a science. Like, you go to school to study, we have professors and doctors. Aikido, just like a martial art, has a science. It has a way of life, a language, and the overall thing is to make you a better person. This is the whole main aim of Aikido. To equip you as a martial artist, to protect yourself, to give that awareness, confidence, You know, and we've had cases where people have been killed, women, nurses. So if you're a woman and you have a skill like this, it makes you a bit confident that you can still...
I hope you are going to teach me a skill or two. That's a simple one. I don't want the one that I'm further.
Well, Aikido has to do with movement.
Okay.
So you have... So what you need to do is that you are going to be displacing your own self.
Okay, how?
It's going to sound funny and silly.
Okay.
But
okay, you know, let me say, Solomon here is going to try to just teach me a technique or two. Solomon, I don't want the hard one. You know, we ladies, we want everything juicy, you know. So he's going to teach me just a simple one. But don't be surprised if I kick him and he falls down. Alright, so Solomon is teaching me a skill or two. Solomon,
okay, so I want you to just imagine you're going to move shoulder width to the side, facing the movement and good, and then you're going to lift your hand, take control of this, underneath, good, and then you're going to bend this to my knees, hold this secure, and then tighten this to my knees.
Just hold it.
No, hold it to me and bend good.
So it will make you weak.
Yeah, it's very
You see, I brought him down.
yeah, she's doing a good job. What time do you?
Okay. Alright, and what are the simple moves? Or art?
Well, it begins. This is the basic. This is really very basic.
The only basic one.
There are many basic ones like this.
But you don't move your legs then.
They are there. It's all in the art. It's all the art. Aikido is more of a sword art, so our movements come from the sword. Weapons. We do a lot of weapons.
So can I hold one?
Yeah, you don't.
So Aikido, the martial arts, and then which other one? The dos.
Yeah, we have the dos, taekwondo, judo.
The judos, they are all a way of life, huh?
Yeah,
you do it for life. It is smooth. So how do you call this? A sword?
This is called a boken.
Okay, boken. I like this is called a boken. What is the spelling?
Oh, that's B-O-K-K-E-N.
B-O-K-K-E-N. Boken. Okay. And what do you use it for? I saw you.
Yes.
They were using it.
Let me explain to you. The sword of Aikido is not for killing.
Okay.
It's to spare life.
Okay.
This is to kill. This is to spare life. So this is
well,
to
this part is to kill.
Yeah, this is to kill.
Wow.
And control.
Okay, because you can use
yes.
it.
If I had my real sword here, you would understand much better. Aikido comes from this. Our movements are all ingrained in the sword. But our sword is not for killing, but to foster good character. Okay. That is why I never help them with it, just to spare them.
Okay. How do you spare me? When you are holding it, you can still catch me.
These are expressed in the techniques, in the manner in which I present my techniques and express myself.
Okay. What I would say is, for instance, if I'm not saying I'm going to be attacked. If you can foresee the future. The unfortunate can happen to anybody.
Yes.
So, if for instance you are attacked in the night, in the middle of the day, or somewhere obscure, how do you defend yourself with Aikido?
The truth is that martial arts is a language, so it's something you must flow in. That's why I said it's a do, it's a way of life, it's a reflex. So if for instance you are attacked, constant training will teach you on distance, timing, awareness. So when you're in a place, you will know how to actually react.
So if you don't have the technique, you
yes,
can't do it.
You can't do it.
So that's what I wanted. So with Aikido, you need to be trained. It's an art on its own. It's a special form of martial arts, which is called Aikido. So you need to go through the training, the basics, to know what to do. Other than that, for instance, if you've been attacked somewhere and you have an idea of an Aikido, or you've been trained in Aikido, you can defend yourself some way. Because today I've learned something, that when I turn off and hold somebody's ear, this is part of his strength. And when I move it this way, it can weaken the person. So I've learned something small. But when I go through the training into the deeps, I will get to know what to do when I'm attacked in a difficult situation of any sort. You can defend yourself, even from the environment. One thing I like